Hey, welcome back to this episode, to this podcast actually. It's Healthy Podcast. So, in this episode, I want to talk about the intensity. There are, in my opinion, and from my experience actually, the intensity, you can create intensity in your muscles into two ways. One is repetitions, a lot of repetitions, which will not allow you to increase weight a lot. And second is to increase the weight a lot. The main difference between these two is that when you go to the gym and try to create a very big intensity in your muscles by increasing the weight more and more and more, the chances of injuries will increase exponentially. The reason is that your muscles are not ready for that type of weight. So most of the people will be obsessed with increasing the weight. So in their mind is something like, if I'm not increasing the weight, that means I'm not growing. If I'm not increasing the weight, that means I'm not doing something right. If I'm not increasing the weight, that means something is bad, something is wrong with me, something I'm not doing something wrong, and they start blaming themselves by not increasing their weight. So they will reach a point where they will increase the weight and their body will clash and the injuries will appear, even if it's in the spine, shoulders, hips, knees, and any other joints in their bodies. So this kind of approach is not for 99% of people. If you are looking to be fit and healthy in your 80s, this approach of building intensity by lifting heavier and heavier weights is not for you, is not for 99% of the people. You can create intensity and damage your muscles, kind of damage, but damaging your muscles in the gym by repetitions. And you'll see that the more repetitions you do, you'll find yourself with good recovery. You'll find yourself that automatically you'll increase the weight because you realize that it's quite easy with that weight where you create where you've done, for example, 10 repetitions with 20 kilograms, and then or 20 repetitions with 10 kilograms, and then you realize that, hey, look, it's quite easy, so now I can increase. And you, in this way, you avoid injuries big time. If you have a proper recovery, you will avoid injuries for a very, very long period of time, which is very beneficial because injuries will come with breaks, will come with the idea of, oh, now fitness is not for me, or exercising is not for me, or yeah, I don't want to do it anymore. And then you'll think, oh yeah, it's something bad, I don't know how to do it, I need a personal trainer. And your brain starts, once you get an injury, your brain starts finding excuses to not go over there. Is like, it's quite normal because it's kind of a protection. So when you're injured, okay, your brain signals you straight away like, I'm not doing this anymore because it's too painful, and look what I've done and look what you've done actually. And yeah, I'm gonna find all the excuses that I need to protect myself from that. So this is how your brain will work when you have an injury, especially if you are not an athlete and you just want to be fit and healthy. So keep in mind that more repetitions will help you a lot to avoid injuries. Even if, I don't know, you see lots of fitness models and influencers and athletes in this field that they are recommending, for example, 6 reps or 12 reps with maximum that you can do, or try to overload and try to lift heavy weights and do, like, for example, deadlifts. There are lots of athletes from powerlifting that tell people, if you are not an athlete in powerlifting, don't do deadlifts for the sake of doing deadlifts, because it's not worth it, because it involves a lot of injuries. So you can work your back, your lower back, your upper back, your the whole back without deadlifts. You can do that. Okay, you can also do deadlifts, do the exercise, but focus on more repetitions. For example, put a weight that can help you do, for example, 20 reps, or do it so slowly that your lower back will burn after 15 reps or 10 reps. Okay? In this way, you'll avoid injuries, you'll build the fatigue in your muscles, you will destroy your muscles in the gym, avoid all the injuries possible, and still growing, and still and keep your muscles, and makes you stronger, and so on. So you'll reap all the benefits, okay, from from this type of intensity. So hope you understand after this podcast. Okay, you have two type of intensity to create intensity in your muscles, with reps and heavy weights. If you avoid the second one with heavy weights, you will still have and get all the advantages from many reps. Hope this episode will help you to understand the idea of intensity, and you don't have and help you avoiding a lot of injuries. See you next time. Bye.